2021 Billboard Women in Music Breakthrough Artist. 2021 MTV Music Award for Song of the Year, Best New Artist, Performance of the Year. Stated that she wants to be a songwriter and not the biggest pop star that ever lived. Born deaf in her left ear? Maybe that's why her music sounds oh so right. Welcome to Bespoke Folks and Tales, where we combine the entertainment of storytelling with the fun of trivia. We tell trivia stories inside out. Do you know who I'm talking about? Let's go! The crowd was starting to get restless. It was time. The excitement in the air was palpable. The hordes of, mainly female fans, were anxious to see their heroine. As the excitement increased, the air grew hotter and heavier. They chattered in excitement to each other. Selfies were taken. They frequently glanced at the stage set before them. Finally, the piano man stopped playing, and without further ado, she walked out on stage. There hadn't been an introduction, but she didn't need one. She simply walked out on the stage, waved at the crowd, and grabbed hold of the microphone. If the auditorium had been loud before, it was nothing compared to the uproar that burst from the audience at this point. And then she opened her mouth and sang. The sudden explosion of cheering died down nearly as quickly as it had started. What came forward was a clear, emotive power. Halfway through the first verse, she captivated the audience. Effortlessly transitioning between lower and higher registers, she conveyed raw emotion. Vulnerable and honest, her audience knew these subtle lyrics came straight from the heart. It was a poignant song, introspective, almost a confession she seemed to be making. The song built in intensity as it rolled into the chorus before reining back, just in time to sing, talk at the height of emotion. Almost as if she were toying with the crowd's emotions, she held back just when one expected an overwhelming climactic riff. The song gradually picked up its pace, and the emotion swelled more intensely this time. The crowd sang along, almost drowning her out during these shifts of emotion. For all her performing talent, she wasn't looking to be just another teeny bopper. She wanted something more permanent. She isn't looking to be known as the biggest pop star that's ever lived, although she certainly made inroads to that title as well, winning Billboard Music Awards, MTV Music Awards, American Music Awards, People's Choice Awards, and Teen Choice Awards. All of this only a year after she got her driver's license. What many of the audience didn't know was that she couldn't hear them. Not that the voices all blended in the crowd, although they most certainly did that as well. But she purely couldn't hear them. She'd been born deaf in her left ear. What her right ear did to compensate was nothing short of miraculous, though. Her attention to tone and pitch matched only by the strength of that organ responsible for the magic of her voice. What the audience also didn't know was that colors played mildly in her mind's eye as she sang. Deeply purple, now purplish blue, now with a hint of red. She had a mild form of synesthesia, which is responsible for the crossing of senses. While it could be overwhelming at times, there was a joy in being able to produce an album of songs that emote a similar color from start to finish. Of course, the most devoted of her fans would know that. Those Livies, as they called themselves. And so, as the final notes faded into the air, Olivia Rodrigo stood on stage, bathed in the glow of the spotlight, knowing that she had touched the hearts of her audience in ways they could never fully understand. Articulating their own thoughts and feelings, she reflected those things back, creating a connection that would touch their souls. Olivia Rodrigo will be known not just as a beautiful singer, but an insightful, evocative songwriter. At what point did you know who I was talking about? Drop me a comment below if you knew it was Olivia Rodrigo, and I'll see you next time on Bespoke Folks and Tales. If you like that story, you'll love this one. Check it out!